Hello everyone. In the previous video, we discussed the theory of handling missing values. We understood when to fill missing values using mean, median and mode. When extreme value filling is appropriate. When forward filling should be used. When backward filling should be used. And when it is safe to delete rows entirely. Today, I will show how to apply all these techniques using Python. I have created a class for data cleaning inside a file named purity.py. Then in a separate Jupyter notebook file, I imported that class and applied different cleaning methods to different datasets. So this video is fully practical. See here, I have created a file called purity.py. Inside this file, I defined a class named cleaning. Inside the class, we defined the init function, init method. This method takes one parameter. See here, this method takes one parameter, data. When we create an object of this class, the dataset is passed to the class and stored as self.data equal data. This means all the cleaning functions inside the class can access the dataset using self.data. So the class becomes flexible. We can pass any dataset to it. First, and I have defined several functions inside this class. The first function is fill with extreme. This function replaces missing values in a specific column with a user-defined extreme value. See here, the variables inside the function are x is the column name. Column name is taken as variable and extreme value is the value with which I will fill the missing value. First, I have given code for checking whether the column is present. If the column name is not in the self.data.columns, we print an error message. If the column name x not in self.data.columns, we print an error message and return the dataset. Why is this important? Because if the user gives a row column name, the program should not crash. It should handle the error safely. This improves the robustness of our code. So, I have given code for handling the error safely. Now, I have given the code for filling the column where the missing value is present with an extreme value self.data x equal to self.data x dot fill na extreme value. Next is the function defined for filling missing value with average. Here variables are the column name is given as a variable x and also another variable method. This function fills missing values using mean, median, mode. Depending on what the user specifies. If method is mean, we calculate average as arithmetic mean of the column and replace missing value. If method is median, we use the median as average, which is more stable when outliers exist. If method is mode, we use the most frequent value as average. Since mode returns a series, we take the first element using the 0. And after which we fill the missing values self.datax equal to self.datax dot fill NA value. So we fill the missing value with the value. It can be mean, median or mode. Now let us discuss the next function, forward filling. This function replaces missing values with the previous available value in the column. Before filling, I check whether the column exists. If the column is not found, I raise a value error and show available columns. This prevents silent mistakes. Next, I replace empty strings with np.nan. See here, I will replace empty strings with np.nan. np.nan. Why do I do this? Because sometimes missing values are stored as empty strings, not as nan. If we do not convert them, the fill method will not work properly. Finally, I use the code self.datax equal to self.datax fill NA method equal ffill. This means forward fill. This method is especially useful in time series data. Now let us consider backward filling. This is similar to forward filling, but instead of using previous value, it uses the next available value. So the program is same as the previous one. The only difference is that method is bfill. Next is delete rows function. This function removes all rows containing missing values. So if there is a missing value, it will be removed by this function. So let us check this, whether the program will, the functions will run correctly. First, I import the cleaning class from my file. Cleaning class from my file, purity. From purity, import cleaning. This means I am importing the class that contains all the cleaning functions we defined earlier. Then I import because I need Excel file. I have taken different data sets. Next, I load my data set using Python code pd.read_excel. Now I create object. First I create the object A. Object A equal to cleaning data1. Here I defined four data sets. Data1, data2, data3, data4. So first is A equal to cleaning data1. Cleaning is the class. Data1 is passed as input. A is the object. Here cleaning is the class, data1 is passed as input, A is the object. Now all cleaning functions are available through object A. This is the power of object-oriented programming. Instead of rewriting code, I just call methods. Here look, I have taken registration of birth and death data. There are some missing values inside age. And when I use here a fill with extreme, replacing missing value with 999. So A dot fill with extreme is the function. Age 999. This missing value is replaced by 999. Next, B equal to cleaning data2. Data2 is response time. There is a missing value which I have to fill with average mean. So B is another object. B dot fill missing value. The response time is my column name. Response time is filled by the mean is the another variable which I have to fill with. I fill with this with mean. C is another object for cleaning data3. Data3 is the population data which I have to fill using the function forward fill. And so here C, this is filled using missing values. Our place is filled using the C dot forward filling place, and this place names are filled using the previous value. Then the data 4, there are missing values I have to fill using the same population data I have to fill using the previous, not the previous, the next next place name. So backward filling function is dot D is the object, D dot function backward filling inside the class cleaning. The variable name is place. Column name place. Column place is filled with the backward filling. So this is how this object